I'm thinking like a movie like Nora that just won the Oscars. How do you
Yeah.
make a budget stretch? As far as when you're making those films that might be on shorter budgets, when it comes to pre-production, post-production for young filmmakers.
Listen, I tell people all the time, you can make a movie for any budget.
Yeah.
Okay. It is just a matter of what movie you're making and what resources you're going to have. So, you can make a $10 movie, you can make $100 million. They're going to be different movies, but ultimately, what are the resources that you're able to get your hands on? You have to be able to make your movie work within those parameters.
Yep.
I tell the story of how when we were first making our movie Twa that we drove around city to city, we were trying to raise six figures, mid six figures, right? And actually high six figures, trying to raise $750,000 to shoot that movie. This is back before you could, shoot on an iPhone. You had to go out and get film, actually have film cameras,
See?
full sound equipment, right? You had to project it on a screen. And 750 is what we were trying to raise. We couldn't get anywhere close to
Mm.
that. But instead of getting hung up on what we weren't able to raise, and this is what happens to a lot of people, they get stuck on the first rung. They're trying to get going. And it's so hard, so difficult sometimes just to get going that you can get stuck on the first rung. Don't allow that to happen. I said, instead of setting a financial goal, we are going to set a time
Yep.
goal. So instead of saying we're going to raise $750,000 and we're not going to shoot our movie until we raise that amount, we're going to say whatever we can raise in 3 months, that's going to be the budget of the movie. And 3 months came and 3 months went, and we were able to raise a whopping $75,000. A far cry from what we were trying to raise. And guess what we shot the film for? $75,000. And it was a small film, right?
Yep.
Your question about resources is that we had to allocate the resources proportionately to what we had. We couldn't spend what we wanted to spend on actors. We couldn't spend what we wanted to spend on locations. We had to only shoot places where we could get them for free. We had to only work with actors who would work for SAG minimum,
Yep.
whatever that was at that time. But it told people that we could do it, that
Mhm.
we could do something, that we could complete a project. We needed to be able to show that we could make a movie. It didn't matter the budget. The other thing that it did was it showed ourselves. It proved to us that we were able to go out and do it. And sometimes you got to fabricate momentum for yourself so that you convince yourself. The whole concept of my book is that you have to realize that you deserve success. You have to have a mentality of healthy arrogance, which says I can walk into any room on the planet, I can stand next to anybody, and I deserve to be in that room. I have something to add, something to contribute. The most successful people I've been around have that healthy arrogance.
Yep.
Part of that mentality is building your own confidence muscle. Just like any other muscle, you got to work it. One of the ways that you can work and to build that muscle is by having a success. Doesn't have to be a huge outside success, but a success on any level you continue to build.
If you enjoyed that clip, make sure you head over to www.bookumapp.com to download our app so you can connect with your favorite bookish content creators, start conversations, and start your own book club.